Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Sheree Whitfield, a name inseparable from the real world of TV and design, has cut out a striking presence in the diversion industry. As an American socialite style planner and TV star, she has encountered the ups and downs of public existence with an ongoing total assets assessed at almost $1 million. Whitfield first burst onto the scene with the Genuine Housewives of Atlanta, where her presence immediately made her a fan. Most loved her candid character and flair for the show, which assisted her with getting a critical check during her experience on the show. Reports recommend that during her first 4 seasons, she procured an expected $550,000 for each season. Her pay proceeded to ascend as the show acquired notoriety, with reports showing that she procured $800,000 for her 9th season and a faltering $1 million for her 10th and last season. These income highlighted her worth to the series and established her status as an unscripted television star anyway. Whitfield's life has not been without its difficulties. In 1989, she was purportedly captured 2 times for frivolous robbery in Ohio episodes that prompted her being forever restricted from all such stores in the Express. These legitimate difficulties were simply the start of a progression of monetary issues that would follow her. In May 2014, it was uncovered that the IRS was looking for $111,000 in back charges from Whitfield, featuring her battles with making due her funds. Furthermore, she was said to owe charges connected with pay from 2009, also 2010, further intensifying her monetary woe. Whitfield's lawful difficulties didn't end there. She was sued by the law office Weinstock and Scavo for falling flat to pay lawyer charges, a case that brought about a judgment against her as some portion of the settlement. Whitfield Aston Martin was held onto a public and embarrassing outcome of her monetary fumble. These occurrences painted an image of a her lady outcome in the public eye, confronted huge difficulties. In the background, Whitfield conceived Sheree M. Fuller on January 2, 1970, had turned into a natural face in the realm of unscripted TV. Also, past brought up in the princely local area of Shaker Levels, Ohio. Whitfield experienced childhood in a strong climate under the consideration of her single mother clothes. By her kin, her childhood in this prosperous neighborhood without a doubt played a job in forming the certain and aggressive lady who might later enrapture crowds around the world. Whitfield's ascent to popularity started with the debut of the Genuine Housewives of Atlanta in 2008. As one of the first project individuals, she immediately turned into a focal figure on the show, drawing viewers into her universe of extravagance and, what's more, individual difficulties. The series not just carried her into the public eye yet, likewise transformed her into a worldwide superstar over the course of her experience on the Genuine Housewives of Atlanta. Whitfield's sections frequently centered around her to separate from previous NFL player Whitfield. The profound type of the separate was clear, with viewers seeing her battles to keep up with self-restraint under gigantic tension. This crude and appealing depiction of her life resounded with numerous as she explored the intricacies of single parenthood while attempting to keep up with her healthy identity past the dramatization. The show additionally advertised brief looks into Whitfield's day-to-day existence, featuring her commitment to raising her youngsters in the midst of the difficulties of being a single parent. Her capacity to balance these responsibility obligations while chasing after her own aspirations charmed crowds, making her one of the most vital figures in the establishment. After 4 seasons, Whitfield left the Genuine Housewives of Atlanta. However, her non-appearance was felt by fans. Their want to see her return was clear, and the show's chiefs paid heed in a determined move. Whitfield was brought back for the 10th and 10th seasons. Once more, where she turned into a central member in the series, her return was met with energy, demonstrating that her presence was essential to the show's outcome in addition to her work on the Genuine Housewives of Atlanta. Sheree Whitfield has shown up on other TV programs, further setting her status as a media character. She has showed up on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen multiple times, displaying her exuberant character and real-life sentiments. Her appearances on The Wendy Williams Show 4 altogether have additionally permitted her to interface with a more extensive crowd. Whitfield's TV continues to incorporate visitor spots on a News Live later. Jan Fix My Life, The Game Apparition Trackers, The Bonnie Chase Show, and The Ellen DeGeneres Show in 2010. She even took on the job of visitor big-name back-and-forth discussion, have on who maintains that should be a tycoon, exhibiting her flexibility in front of the camera. Whitfield's gift. Expand past unscripted television, she has likewise wandered into acting. She had a short visitor job in alarming film 5, which topped her interest in chasing, after going about as a likely vocation to sharpen her specialty. She worked with acting mentor Kristen Shaw, committing herself to working on her abilities and planning for future amazing open doors in the business. In expansion to her on-screen work, Whitfield has likewise acquired credits behind the scenes. As a leader maker, she was engaged with the creation of Selling It in Atlanta, a show that further shown her capacity to take on various jobs inside the diversion industry. Utilizing her acclaim from the Genuine Housewives of Atlanta, Whitfield set out on a few enterprising adventures, exhibiting her adaptability and aspiration for business projects. One of Whitfield's remarkable accomplishments is the arrival of her made-up novel spouses, life partners, and side chicks of Atlanta. The book dives into the charming and frequently turbulent existences of ladies exploring the high-stakes universe of Atlanta's world class. While the novel is a work of fiction, it draws vigorously on the subjects and situations recognizable to aficionados of unscripted TV mixing shows. Interest and the perplexing elements of connections. Whitfield's capacity to interpret her encounters and perceptions into a convincing story highlights her inventive gifts and her comprehension of the diversion industry. Notwithstanding her scholarly attempts, Whitfield wandered into the universe of design with the launch of her clothing line. Sheree's line, which likewise incorporates a gem assortment, immediately turned into a vital component of her public persona. Known for her flawless design sense, Whitfield's style has long been a subject of discussion on the Genuine Housewives of Atlanta, where her outfits frequently capture everyone's attention by making her own image. She tried to share her fashion instinct with a more extensive crowd, offering pieces that mirrored her individual taste and were stylish anyway. In spite of the underlying achievement, Sheree experienced difficulties that at last thwarted its advancement. The clothing line started to lose energy in the years following its presentation, with different difficulties influencing its advancement. Among these difficulties were issues with attire designs which allegedly constrained Whitfield to draw out her own plans, an undertaking that featured both her assurance and the trouble she looked in bringing her vision to life. Regardless of notwithstanding her endeavors, the task was ultimately dropped, leaving fans and allies frustrated. Notwithstanding her work in style plan, Whitfield additionally investigated the retail area by opening a few physical apparel stores. These adventures permitted her to make an actual presence for her image and offer clients a substantial shopping experience. While these stores added one more layer to her business portfolio, they contemptible difficulties representing the intricacies of supporting a business in the cutthroat design industry. In spite of the deterrence she has experienced, Whitfield stays a figure of flexibility and aspiration, constantly investigating new roads to express her abilities and interface with her crowd. And obviously, with surviving such countless troubles and difficulties to make such progress, Sheree Whitfield can carry on with an incredibly agreeable life. Old Chateau on Lengthy Island Drive, Atlanta in September 2000. Sheree Whitfield and her then, at that point, spouse Bounce Whitfield moved into a great gated bequest that typified extravagance and achievement. Manor situated in a well-off area flaunted 6 rooms and 8 washrooms, offering more than adequate space for the couple and their developing family. The Minefields bought the home for $2 million, a critical speculation that mirrored their status. Furthermore, goals. The home was not simply a home. It was an image of the existence they had constructed, along with its far-reaching format and very good quality highlights. The chateau was an ideal setting for the Whitfields to engage visitors and partake in an agreeable way of life. The gated local area gave protection and security, further improving the charm of the property anyway. By 2007, the couple's marriage had gotten into a tough situation, driving to their detachment and possible separation. As a feature of the procedures, the choice was made to sell the home. The house was recorded available for almost $3 million of value that appeared to be sensible given the property's size and area. Sadly, the planning of the deal concurred with the blasting of the lodging bubble, a devastating occasion that sent the economy into a descending winding. As the housing market fell, the worth of the Whitfields' home plunged. What was once a significant resource rapidly transformed into a monetary weight with the economy in unrest and the lodging market in free fall. Tracking down a purchaser ready to address the asking cost became almost unimaginable. The monetary strain in the long run prompted the Whitfields losing the home to dispossession. The home loan organization, which had a stake in the property, purchased the bequest for simply more than $1 million, a negligible part of its unique worth notwithstanding the disposition. The manor stayed a pursued property in 2017. It was placed back on the market this time with a requesting cost of $2,700,000. Thanks for watching this video.